action here on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the Lakers and the Chicago Bulls. And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the center position, locking down the middle. Here's Doncic. Chicago making their last shot. Rodman with a rebound. Chicago with the ball. Rose, the pass to Jordan. It's Hayes with the rebound. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Bulls. I asked Coach what it's like facing LeBron now versus earlier in his career, and he quickly responded, not much. He's still extremely difficult to game plan for. Even at this stage of his career, he remains a dominant force. So limiting his production will be crucial for them in this matchup, guys. Thanks
for that, Allie. That one's good for two.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
Now here's Reeves. Pass to Hayes. And here's Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On the wing, Hachimura. Here's Reeves. The Lakers with another miss.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Now over 2 decades playing in the league, LeBron James continues to play at an amazing level. Remarkable.
LeBron James taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from James. Here's Pippen. Here's Rodman. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Rodman is a selective guy when it comes to trying to score. He's not really hung up on his points, but he did a nice job there forcing the defender to foul.
And he can't hit the second. On the wing, Reeves, covered by Jordan. The shot by Reeves, no good.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's Pippen. Somehow scores the layup in traffic.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
James and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Chicago with the ball. They lead by 4. Over to the left wing. Pass to Jordan from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Doncic with it. Picked up by Rose. Shots blocked.
So hard to get a shot past Artis Gilmore because he's big, he's deep, and he's got those long arms. Nice block there.
And the shot's good. Jordan's got 6 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Here's Rodman. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
With that off-the-charts vertical, Rodman gets up and throws it down easily.
Lakers trail by 8. Doncic feeling it out a bit. And Doncic hammers it home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Another assist in the career of D. Rose.
The Lakers call timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group.
For your Chicago Lovable.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside Vanderbilt. From the low block. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Armstrong, no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
A nice shot by Butler.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Has to connect. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
Noah, chalk up 2 there.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Up again, and he recovers it.
What you appreciate about Finney Smith is his work ethic and willingness to hit the offensive glass. He'll do whatever it takes to get a win.
Pass to Noah. And the shot goes.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Finney Smith's shot is off. Chicago leading by 9. Armstrong passes to Noah. Here's Love. Here's Armstrong. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here's Vincent. Outside Vanderbilt. The 3. Noah grabs the board.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Here's Sloan. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Lakers trail by 12. And it's Vincent off the drive. Oh, he missed the dunk. He had a flat tire there, I guess. Cuts off the pass. Here's Vanderbilt. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And so it's the Chicago Bulls now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, stick around. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
They've got Derrick Rose, and it's Gilmore in at the center position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Count it.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
From deep, here's Doncic. Fires in the triple. Doncic has got 5.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
Rodman's shot is good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Hachimura. Rebound by the Bulls. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Rose against Doncic. And he goes in for the dunk.
Come on now, if you want to talk about a crazy vertical, that was that. I mean, it was ridiculous. And then add in the extended hang time. Ooh, oh my.
The Lakers call timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
On your big fans, It's time for your Chicago Lovable.
Just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Hayes. Gilmore grabs the miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Down low. Here's James. Nice work inside from James.
James doing his thing in close to the hoop. Good work there.
On the take. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Doncic. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Here's Rodman. Hachimura recovering. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Never afraid of or shying away from contact. Dennis Rodman, I think he even seeks to get hit.
Here's James. Chicago with a rebound.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And it's Doncic missing. Chicago with the ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Lets it go from the wing. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's got 11 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Outside Reeves. That's tipped. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And it's a completely new group for the Lakers.
Substitution on the court.
Lakers trail by 21. Here's Connect. Second chance effort. A rebound by Kukoc.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. Not going to go that time. Good D by Finney-Smith. Here are the Lakers now. Vincent with the ball. Picked up by Rose. Tipped. Bulls leading by 22. Here's Kukoc. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Vincent outside. Left side, Finney-Smith. To win the cold spell. Vincent can't hit.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Jordan. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Butler's checked in for Chicago.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Jordan. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Jordan's got 5 points in the quarter.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
Foul.
Off the inbound pass.
Boy, his touch has completely gone AWOL here in the second quarter. It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Vincent left side. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
Assisted by Goodwin.
Now LaVine from deep. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Chicago.
The Bulls, 45.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
19.
And what a show being put on. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give us your take.
Their control of the boards is a big reason for this lead. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Sent multiple guys to the
And it's just about...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. And so in the game for the Lakers, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. Here's Gilmore. Pass to Rodman. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rodman's got 8.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And one way to stretch a career, taking more shots from outside. LeBron, the ageless one, knows it well.
Here's Gilmore, and that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And it's Hachimura missing. Chicago with the ball. Jordan inside. He's covered by Reeves. They get it back. Gilmore's shot is good. Gilmore's got 4 points this quarter.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's James. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He's got 11.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Here's Jordan. The shot from the low post is good.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
The Bulls making a switch here.
Let them hear it, fans.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Hayes. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got his 6th rebound on the night. And stolen by Reeves. And there's the drive. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Putting his head down and going to work. I love that intensity from Reeves.
Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball.
Lakers ball.
Here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Outside Reeves. Back to Doncic. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka's going to cook you.
Rodman, the pass to Sloan. The 3 is up. On target from range.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Pass to Reeves. All sorts of time. Chicago with a rebound.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Pippen, pass to Rodman. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
You know, we talk about Pippen's versatility a lot, and with good reason. There he's showing you a superb court awareness with that pass.
Rodman's gone a terrific 6 for 8 shooting from the floor. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
Love is checked in for Chicago. Jimmy Butler comes in for Pippen. Here's Gilmore. Doncic pulls down the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
2 minutes remaining.
Butler against James.
2 minutes.
Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 5 to stop the run. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
There's the drive. Sloan. That one falls. Sloan's got 5 points now this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's Vanderbilt off the drive. Can't get it to fall. Here's Sloan. He's covered by Reeves. Here's Love. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Finney-Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to James. Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Count it. Good.
Boy, the leadership, the unselfishness from Butler, you can count on him to share it.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Outside Reeves. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Vanderbilt. Got a hand on it. And he's able to get it back. Here's Gilmore. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Shoots from the right block. Again, the Bulls score.
I just love the ball movement.
From deep, here's Doncic. Chicago with a rebound. Gilmore's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Sloan. Good. Sloan's got 7 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. Love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
The Lakers, 33.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Chicago with the ball. We've got Zach LaVine, and it's Noah in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Gets the 3 to fall.
Hey, you've got to defend BJ out there now. He will not hesitate to let that three-pointer fly.
Now here's Vincent. Defense is right there. Noah grabs the board. Here's Kukoc. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3. Is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Now here's Love. Not a lot of room. Yep, count it. Noah's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
Here's Goodwin. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And, you know, the more they've penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them. So they just kept doing it.
Love inside. Working on Hachimura. And that one's good.
Nicely done by Armstrong. They recognized the overcommitment from the defense. Got his teammate a nice opportunity.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Here's Noah. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Goodwin passes to Lynn. Here's Goodwin. Back to Lynn. Pass to connect. Vincent outside. Lynn inside. Back to Vincent. The 3 is up. It doesn't go for him.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
That one goes in.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Noah's gotten all 6 of his shots to drop. Perfect from the floor. Hachimura with the ball. He's picked up by LaVine. Here's Goodwin. Tries yet again. Here's Lynn. Missed it, even after all of those chances. Here's Chicago now. They're on a 13-4 run. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Offensive board. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And here's Love. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Lets it go. Again, the Bulls score.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just... keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
When he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Here's Love. And that one drops for him. Love's got 6 here in the quarter.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense.
2 minutes.
They can't afford to give him open looks.
Hachimura from long range. Armstrong grabs the miss. Hachimura's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Knocks it loose. On the wing, Levine. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Mid-range, no problem for Levine. He easily adjusts his shot as needed.
Shot is good by Goodwin.
Boy, making a slick move off the bounce that time to get the easy 2.
Here are the Bulls with the ball. Here's Armstrong. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
1:11 left to play in the 4th. Here's Kukoc. They get the rebound. Noah comes up empty down low.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Here's Goodwin. He's covered by Levine. Here's Noah. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Hachimura outside. Pass to Lin. It's tipped. Love against Hachimura. Love passes to Noah. And he banks in the layup.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Now Hachimura. To the right side. Here's Connect. And there's the rejection. Here's Noah. No good. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it. Exit the building carefully and get home safe.
The salary cap has been steadily increasing in my team, so today we're upgrading our starting lineup.
Everything been okay. They salute me so.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the Utah Jazz and the Chicago Bulls, the starters for Utah. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Out left to the wing. Here's Malone. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. Rose, the pass to Rodman. Here's Jordan. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Chicago with the ball. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Jordan's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Stockton. The Bulls making their last shot. He's off on the layup.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Here's Maravich. That one goes. Count it.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Back to Jordan. Here's Gilmore. Banked it in off the glass.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession. Here's Danley. Pass to Maravich. Lets it go from deep.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
To the inside, Rodman. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pippen, pass to Gilmore. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Eaton. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Maravich. Off target with the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pippen, pass to Gilmore. And the layup is good off the glass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Danley. And he dunks it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's Rodman. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the basket by Pippen.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Now a timeout called by Utah.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. Outside, Williams. Pass to Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Boozer. And that one is hammered home.
Now Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
Love into the lane. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
They grab their own miss, and he makes it.
A few point guards more powerful than Darren Williams. He can hurt you inside.
Bulls leading by 4. And here's Butler outside. Knocks it down from distance.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Boozer. Noah grabs the board. And so here is Chicago. Butler finds Love. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here are the Bulls with the ball. They've got a 9-point lead. Here's Armstrong. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Williams. Deflected!
Well, this is a guy who has great wingspan and has an ability to get to shots others can't.
And so here is Chicago. Love for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now here's Williams. And rejected. But it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Utah.
Substitution on the court.
Bulls on D. A 12-point game. Utah with another miss.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Theus. Uses the glass on the layup.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Hayward. Some solid defense from Butler. He got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Chicago ahead, leading by 14. And the second quarter about
13.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So the Utah 5 right now. They've got Rudy Gobert, and it's Malone in at the 4.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here he goes, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, how about the vision of Joakim Noah wastes no time delivering that pass.
And Jordan comes to help. Inside, here's Malone. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Theus. Pass to Love. Basket counts. Love's got 8.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Malone. Second shot opportunity. Love grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 18. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Noah. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. And it's in there.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Here's Jordan. It's deflected, and he stays with it. Goes back up. And he can't bank that one in. Jazz trail by 18. Here's Stockton. And he drives in from 10 feet away. Here's Maravich. Nails it from beyond the arc. Maravich has got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Jordan. 17-foot shot on the way. No good off the glass.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Maravich. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
It's picked off. Here's Maravich. Here's Dantley. Again, Utah.
I thought he might get caught between the pass and the shot, but he makes a great adjustment.
Here's Pippen. Out to Rose. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. And Chicago leads by 13.
Well, the rise and fire. Now money in the bank for Derrick Rose. What beautiful development of the jump shot.
Chicago with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Puts up a deep three. And Maravich pulls it down.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Williams is checked in for Utah.
Levine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
To the wing, right side. There's a minute 47 left to play in the second quarter. From the high post. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Nice shot from the wing. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's such a beautiful high-arcing jump shot from Zach LaVine.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. And he gets the bucket.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Utah shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up.
At the line for the Jazz, Pete Maravich. 2 shots.